Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we're actually playing a deck that comes from someone in chat. If you guys have ever come to my stream, you know that Camiras or Carlos here is always in chat and has some of the best decks, has done some other stuff with me in the past. Anyway, so this is one of his decks. I built something similar to this in the past, but I just really like the numbers that he like crafted this with. So the basic idea of this deck is we are casting spells for 0, letting creatures die, and with those death triggers we get to then have die as triggers with Cruel Celebrant, Blood Artist, and Bastion of Remembrance, and hopefully kill them with that. If we also have ability to draw cards, we can hopefully draw into all of our other X spell cards and go off. So we have here 12 cards that come in for free, or that come in and kill them. So even if we drew through all of our deck, we got all 12 cards, we wouldn't necessarily be able to do, 20 points of damage with just one Blood Artist or Cruel Celebrant. So this does require us to have multiples out: Blood Artist, Cruel Celebrants, Bastion of Remembrance, and multiple ways to draw cards to try to find all the pieces. But then we also have things like Command the Dreadhorde, which if we're casting a bunch of 0 spell things, we can have all of them come back at once and have everything hit at one time, draw a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of life, go off. We have Forever Young to put all those cards back on top of our library to start going off one at a time with all of them again, try to find more cards. And so the basic thing with this deck is we're trying to find pieces. We're trying to establish so we have, hopefully 2 or more pieces with each one of them. So we want 2 pieces of damage dealing and 2 pieces of card draw. So we have Midnight Reaper, which we have 4 of. Whenever a creature dies, you take 1 damage and draw a card, but it's okay because we're going to gain the life of Cruel Celebrant, Bastion of Remembrance to these guys anyway. We have 3 copies of Moldar and Reclamation, which whenever a creature dies, we draw a card and we gain life. And so does everything we want to do with these ones. And then our ways to deal damage, we have Sir Conrad, which I felt like was just fun with Forever Young, so that we can also have that occasional combo where we bring all the creatures back into the top of the deck. Sir Conrad deals like 10 points of damage for everything coming back, that just like stuff like that sounds really fun. We have Bastion of Remembrance, Cruel Celebrant, and Blood Artist to go off there, and that's basically the deck. Call the Death Dweller to be able to bring back 2 of these creatures we want, or to bring back our our Cruel Celebrant, Blood Artist, or Midnight Reaper to be able to get our engine running again. So this deck is definitely like, it's semi combo. The issue is that it doesn't necessarily combo off like turn 3, turn 4. You usually have to build up to it, but there's a lot of just value town type stuff that you're doing as you're playing it. So that's the idea of the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Opponent's going first. We mulligan for card draw, I believe, but we keep what we can. Okay. There's the card draw. Sweet. Cut the Forever Youngs and go. Yeah. We'll see. I do think that there's another good Aristocrats deck that's just with Yahenni, because we do, for the first time like ever, have a way to do that, to sack at instant speed, and that with like blood, the Blood Moth or whatever, Brood Moth. Attack in first. I don't think we care about Royal Scions at all. I guess the -8 can be annoying, but okay, gain some life, draw a card. So nice, we don't have to target with the Cruel Celebrant. Well, that's a lot of lands again. Yay. Narset.
If you wish to surrender now, my answers lie in the cold truth.
Narset destroys us. Yeah, that's really annoying, actually. Temple of My Lady. That's a lot of card draw. All right, Narset down to 1. Do you have the board wipe? Are we gonna cry for days and days? Aristocrats means dies triggers. Like, this is an Aristocrats deck. So Aristocrats is just a deck archetype, basically, and it means to let yourself die, let your stuff die. All right. Moldervine Reclamation. Swing with these two now, or do I want more card draw? I could Forever Young and bring it back, bring the Cruel Celebrant back actually pretty easily. We have to kill Narset. Gorilla Sounds can definitely be annoying here. Gaining lots of life though. All right, so yeah, next turn the other Cruel Celebrants with Moldervine Reclamation, and we have the Forever Young to draw some more cards. So we're just hoping that we get some good hits with that. And honestly, maybe we'll just bring back Midnight Reaper first. Play those out. Yeah, we can kind of go off here. Okay, kills the Cruel Celebrant. That's fine. Real Signs is gone now. We get some more card draw. Please no Narset. That would be the worst. Sarkin, Royal Sounds, okay. Up to 12. I think we might be able to have enough here. All right, so we get some card draw. So what we do is, how much mana do we have? So Cruel Celebrant. We don't get to use Forever Young if we, well, okay, we do. So, oh, we don't get to play the Midnight Reaper though, but we do get to play the other Cruel Celebrant. And I think that'll be enough. Okay, Forever Young, these guys on top, and Cruel Celebrant as well. So Smith 3, Cruel Celebrant on top. Shock this in. Cruel Celebrant. Okay, and so now we start getting life drawn cards. We get a bolt for every creature that we play, and we just hope that we find one more off the top for the lethal. We could see if they decide to block this guy. If you block it, you die. Yes! Oh, come on. You know you wanted to so bad. Dang it. So close. All right, now if they have any damage removal, we win. Storm Herald. Uh-oh. Well, they don't have anything for that. Aspect of Lamprey. We just do... Oh, no. We no longer have 2 lands. How could that happen? Does have lifelink as well. All right, so lifelink, they can give the trample, they can do stuff like that. Although this gives it first strike, can we end up doing enough to kill them in response to this? If 2 things die, we get to do 6 points of damage. We get to draw some cards. I think it's better just to try to hold off here. They didn't actually use this, so they gain 3, we deal 6. Oh wait, no, because they can't kill both. No blocks, you take it. Aspect gets exiled. Yeah, that's okay. What is this deck? Bastion of Remembrance, okay. They have the ability to mill. Father Shine tapped. I'm not sure if we care about the Royal Scions too much. Yeah, we just keep the life total ticking down. Down to 2, past the turn. They can't block anything or else they're dead. Can't do any board wipe stuff. All they can go for is life gain of some sort. They have lots of card draw though. Extinction event would be really annoying. But the nice thing about all these enchantments is that they stay on the board through a board wipe as well. I'm not sure if they'd be playing Extinction Event. I think this whole idea is that they're trying to go for other stuff. He actually plays out an aspect of Lamprey. Okay. Storm Herald. Iona's Blessing. Oh, please target something with a creature. Oh, goodness. Only goes to target creature. You have to kill one of your own. You have to kill your own blocker. Yes, we're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. Good game. Does it say only one that opponent controls? Oh, it says only creature planeswalker opponent controls. Yeah, so so did they have the chance to not bring it on? So return any number of aura cards from the graveyard. So they could have chose not to bring it back. I saw that immediately. I was like, oh, that'd be good. So it deals. So it's Iroha's Blessing that deals the 4 points of damage, not the Storm Herald. So the Storm Herald that has lifelink doesn't actually gain the 4 life when it deals the damage. I think that's what they were hoping for, but it's actually Iroha's Blessing that deals the damage. So that was sweet. We got one. We got one. All right, up against Good Wolf Gone Rad, and kind of awkward. We will keep this. The other thing with this too is you don't have to play these cards on 0. You can do other things as well. Who would have thunk? All right, Overgrown Tomb tap, pass the turn. Not casting these for 0 yet. Maybe we should be mulliganing more aggressively for card draw. Soul Warden is actually really annoying. Soul Warden kind of shuts down our entire thing here. That's actually really, really annoying. Crap. So we have to have... Okay, there's Midnight Reaper. I guess we just go for card draw now. But this makes the Pride Mate massive. So we will pass the turn one more time to try to be able to combo off with other stuff. Ugh. Dude, this is like the worst possible matchup. This is terrible. No. All right. No blocks. Take it down to 11. Land. All right, well, let's see how far we can go with this. X0. Yep. They gain life. We have stuff die. But Johnny's Primates grow. They are gaining the life that we're dealing damage with them to, you know. All right, there we go. Midnight Reaper number 2. That changes things a lot. Let's go one more just to draw 2 cards here, and then I'm probably going to hold off for a second. But we want to try to find land so we can get up to call the Dread Horde, things like that. We might need like a board wipe here, honestly. Let's put this out X1. Just as a blocker. Pass the turn. Okay, there we go. Oh man, all right, so we have to block both the Johnny Primates now. So what do we block with the second one? Maybe Blood Artist. I think I'd rather have card draw here, and we can still call the Death Wielder to bring it back. Draw 2, lose 2, gain 2 from the Blood Artist. Yeah, this is just probably... I don't even know a worse matchup that we can find with this. So that's fun. Oy, 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 oy. Batch Remembrance creates a blocker. Ugin's Conjurant creates a blocker. We actually have some pretty sweet stuff. We didn't find a land. We really want to find a land here. Bastion of Remembrance, create a blocker. They grow. Ugin's Conjurant, X1, create another blocker. Having stuff die is actually going to be really painful here. And so they get in for 5, we take 2. So we go down to 1 right now based off this. I guess we do get to gain 2 more as we do it, so that's okay. Or we're taking 2 for every 1 that we're gaining. Actually, this doesn't deal damage to us, so that's actually a decent blocker. I'd really like to find a land here, so let's go ahead and go 0. Draw 2 cards. This is a little bit sketchy. Going down to 7. Land. There's the land. All right, play it tap, pass the turn, no attacks. This lets us do Command the Dread Horde as well. We get some pretty cool plays. Vanishing Light. Okay. That in some ways kind of helps us here, actually. Not singing with Linden. Okay. Okay, block and block. Do we have any way of killing Soul Warden? I guess the main thing is we have to just go off with other stuff instead. So, okay. So there's land number 6. Play it tapped. Cruel Celebrant. Actually, do we go Bastion of Remembrance instead? Creates another good blocker for us that doesn't hurt us. But we can also go call the Death Dweller and bring back Blood Artist and something else, which we'd also just need to have it be a blocker. We can kind of go off here a little bit. We do gain more life than they will. Let's just go Bastion of Remembrance and Cruel Celebrant. Could just play both of them. No attacks past the turn. Angel of Vitality. Oh gosh, this means that they're gaining more life than we can ever really do to them. Dang it. Ah, oh, this deck. We almost had a chance. Almost. And now Angel of Vitality swinging on over the top. So we're gonna try for this still. Man, how do we do this? I don't actually have a death trigger right now. Unless I go I grab something with this. So all right, so we do actually have a chance here. So let's go ahead and shock in Godless Shrine. We can try to combo off all the way here. We have to find a second Forever Young. All right, bring these out. We get to draw a card. Oh wait, Forever Young also draws us a card, right? Yeah, I should have. That's fine. I played that wrong. So they're gaining as much life as we're dealing to them, right? No, I guess with Blood Artist, not anymore. We're doing 1 more. We also have to get 42 triggers to make this work. Sure. And let's go. We could put this on there as well somewhere. Okay, draw a card. There's no way that we can actually come back and win here, but this is the combo basically that I'm showing off. Unfortunately, they're gaining 2 life every time we do 1 point of damage to them, and with their life total right now, it's just too much. So we can kind of go off here and do fun stuff, which is cool. We'd have to find another Forever Young as the last card on top. We get to, you know, we are seeing that it is going off, but like if opponent didn't have any life gain as we were doing this, you know, this is 3 damage. This is every one of these is a bolt. And so you can get to this point and it can be busted and awesome, you know? So like this deck definitely has power. We just have to be in the right matchup for it. So we'll concede. We'll go on to the next one. I just wanted to showcase the combo there real quick, and then we'll go on to the next one. All right, up against Xandark. Well, we have Bastion Remembrance mana, so we can at least play that, not the Cruel Celebrant. If we find white mana, this is pretty sweet, having multiple of these. But we don't have any card draw. Let's mulligan, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep this. Drop the Forever Young. I think I'd rather just have these guys draw us cards. Forever Young is the combo, though. Okay, we'll drop one of these guys for now. Okay, Triumph tap, pass the turn. It is just card draw for us as well if we're trying to find other stuff. Like, we could just do it right now, but I'm not gonna. Maze Mind Tome. Cool. Okay, Midnight Reaper. Play out Conjurant for 0. All right. Card draw is nice. We just got to dig through our deck. Up against Colorless Ramp. We might be fast enough to play against them. They haven't actually found the ramp side of their deck yet, so there's a shot. All right, play this first. We're fine playing these out without having damage dealt to them because we have the Forever Young. Karn into like Tormod script would probably be the worst thing though. Triumph we can actually cycle here. So let's go Temple of Silence. Sure, we'll keep it on top. Why not? I mean, this takes more damage to us, but I guess we should have put it to the bottom. But it also fills our graveyard with more of these guys for the Forever Youngs, so it's what we're trying to do. Chamber Sentry. Draw another card. Dude, Narset would destroy our deck. I think that's the biggest issue. Is there's just a lot of things that do hurt us really bad with this deck. Okay, down to 17, pass the turn. Is the green only for Moldervine? We might have too many green sources. Yeah. Forever Young. We're just taking a lot of damage. If we just find the same stuff, what can we do? We can... Not putting them top actually helps us here. So let's just play attack. We have to wait for it. Pass the turn. Or not pass the turn. Attack in. Dang it. I keep doing that. Drats. Oops. All right, they have ramp now, so they are up to 6, 7 mana, potentially. Finding the land, so we have like one more turn before we lose. And Ugin comes out to play. The amount of scry that they've had and everything. Emergence Zone as well, which is pretty fun. And Forsaken Monument. All right, so we have to go off this turn. All right, what do we draw? There's the Blood Artist. All right, we do have a chance now. Yeah, okay, so Forever Young. We needed more than this though, because we can cycle through what we've got. We draw through each one of these. Maybe I should have kept Snake as a 2/2. Like put it on the bottom so we can have it be the last spell, but we get to draw one extra card here, and then we get to go Forever Young, see if that one extra card is worthwhile for us. If we had one more damage dealing thing, we would have been able to win on this turn, because we have an easy 10 points of damage here. And if we would have had the 20, that would be great. That was a land, so not what we needed. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure if we go off here right now. Attack in. Down to 13. We can do it one more time. We draw one extra card. Sure, I guess. Yeah, it's so close to being good, you know? Like, there's just so many pieces that you have to make it work. Yeah, we have drawn a lot of lands. That's true. We've had 8 lands off the top how many cards of our deck. So we have drawn a lot of these guys as well, which is good. All right, down to 9. Staying at 15. Ugin comes out and we cry. And we get one more card draw here. And what are we looking for? I think what we're looking for is Call the Death Dweller, or Command the Dreadhorde wouldn't work either. Hey, we got one extra. There we go. All right, you know what? All right, we're not actually knowing what cards are on top here. We could just find 5 more or 6 more. I doubt it. All right, there's Bastion of Remembrance. We only have one more Forever Young. We have to rebuild if they have an Ugin here. They can gain a lot of life with the Forsaken Monument. There's Ugin. Yep. So we'll wait 2 turns, I guess. -3. Yeah, if those guys died, it'd be okay, but the Exile is bad. Oh, and then Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, okay. I guess Tormod's Crypt is worse for us. Yeah, Tormod's Crypt. Okay, yeah. We'll let's see what's on top, and then we'll concede. All right, we're done. Just turn too slow there. Didn't find our extra pieces. That's okay. On to the next one. This is a janky, fun combo deck anyway, and this is what we do. All right, up against Anunnaki, and yeah, Blood Artist. Have some card draw in the deck, so we can at least gain some life. Hopefully, find some other stuff along the way, and survive until turn 5. Yay! Maybe this deck needs some ramp of some sort as well, or just like sack outlets. Did Yahenni come? Because Yahenni was part of Kaladesh, wasn't it? Did that come back with Kaladesh? I can't remember. That's a good draw. That's an amazing draw. Okay, Blood Artist, pass the turn. All right, we get to go off a little bit here. Witch's Cauldron for sack. Yeah, but it's not like over and over. That's okay, but Yahenni just helps with things dying. We can just kill stuff at instant speed. That's all that matters. Okay, Midnight Reaper. All right, we get 3 points of damage here, 3 cards drawn. Mostly we're digging for like lands and stuff right now anyway. All right, land. Can you send me a standard deck? Sure. Do it. I dare ya. Cruel Celebrant's really nice. That's a good play for next turn. Actually, do I want to hold off on this now? I guess not. We still want to just be digging through our deck basically as quick as we can, right? So in case Midnight Reaper dies somehow. All right, no attacks, pass turn. Cruel Celebrant for the next turn, Moldavine Reclamation for the turn after that, and then we're just hoping that we can find some more of these spells. And hopefully we're not dead by then. They don't have that much power yet. Okay, yeah. They don't have a 1-drop. That's sweet. Chamber Sentry. All right. I guess before we play the land, let's play out Cruel Celebrant and Chamber Sentry. Do I want to be holding on to this before Moldavine Reclamation? Like, it would be nice to have one to play before we go off and draw 2 cards a turn. But I guess we just start getting in for the damage we need. We also get to start actually gaining life here. Let's go Triome tapped. Pass the turn. It could be interesting to play 1 Cascading Cataracts. I feel like they're going to have the pump spell, so I'm not going to cast that there. So yeah, we could use 1 Cascading Cataracts just for every once in a while we have 6 mana and we can bring back a Chamber Sentry to hand, which could create the combo, you know, again. Oh gosh. Dude, this just gets so fast. We're going to need a snake just as a blocker. Now. So yeah, if we find a snake, we actually can't play anything else now. Forever Young is probably our best draw, actually. Forever Young would be sweet here. Another Cruel Celebrant. And we're dead. Yeah, I should have held off on the Chamber Sentry 1 more turn. All right, we're dead. Dang, this deck keeps almost having a shot, you know? We're going to make it happen one time, and that's all that matters. We will make it work. Man, we need our black mana. We could just hope that we run into it. We have a few turns to draw, and then this hand is, like, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and try it out. It's not very often we get the perfect cards in hand for the combo, right? All right, Duress has 1 option, or I guess 2 options. Ugh, not more green mana deck. No, not like that. Stop it. Banehound. Mono black aggro. With Duress instead of Thoughtseize. Interesting. Deck. Give us the black mana. You know what? We'll put this out on 1. That is one thing too. We can't just play all these guys out, and they're not terrible. They are creatures for us to play. They're always on curve, at least, you know. You just play out all the mana on them. I guess Chamber Sentry is the one that could not be on curve, but still. It's very likely a 3 mana 3/3 for us. Disfigure. Skeleton. Is this mono black 1-drops? All right, black mana. You can do it. No, deck. It cannot do it. No. Oh, man. We need more black mana in the deck, I think. Like, honestly, maybe we go Fable Passages to find the one for... There it is. Okay, so... Pay 2. Midnight Reaper can block more stuff, but it's also just more damage for us. We can go Cruel Celebrant, Blood Artist. Hopefully find one of these guys to play the turn after. Oh, we can only play one thing. This doesn't have Death Touch, right? Neither of these guys do. If it dies, it protects us more, so I'm going to play out the Cruel Celebrant. If we hit another Black Source, we can play Midnight Reaper and Blood Artist, and then try to be in a better spot, I guess. All right, block here. They pump the Knight. We cry inside a little bit of a lot. Call the Death Dweller. Equals converted mana cost 3 or less, right? So cool thing is we can bring back Midnight Reaper and a token. So no attacks, pass the turn. We gain the life that we lose here, as long as they don't have another Disfigure or something. You did emote of that guy holding an F. That would actually be really fun. All right, block with Midnight Reaper. Okay. Land, not a land. Cool. Land? Please land? Give me a land. Doesn't actually gain us any life. We can call the Death Dweller. Bring back these two fellas. Go down to 2. Have 2 blockers and we survive. Maybe? Blood Artist could be interesting too. We're fine with chump blocking right now to gain some more life. We can wait one more turn to try to find... I don't even know. I guess we play out the other Midnight Reaper. Try to draw more cards. Pass the turn. Oh, man. No attacks. Sir Conrad is somewhat interesting. Dude, we really need black mana in this deck. We need more of it. I mean, we have like almost every land is black or white mana. We just found all the white mana that also has green, you know? So it's just... Yeah, maybe some like pathways would actually be pretty nice in here. That would actually be really nice. Oh, I got exiled. Exiled the Bastion of Remembrance, okay. They can do it again, which will be annoying with the Call of the Death Dweller. Block like that. Gain 1, lose 1. We can't shock ourselves right now to play that. Because the 1 extra point of damage. Deck, stop this. Stop it now. Alright, play out a blocker. Play out the Overgrown Tomb. We're actually still alive here, which is really surprising, but we are still alive currently. Look at this. I'm alive. Blood Artist means if their stuff dies too, so actually blocking like Arking's Vessel, while they might come back and be annoying, it does gain us 1 more point of life. So we block like this, or gain 2, or yeah, 1 more point of life. All right. Do we have a shot now? Cling to Dust. What are you going to target? There's 2 Midnight Reapers. All right, doing it now is great. We actually prefer that. Hits to call a Death Dweller. What? I guess they're just trying to draw the card. Okay. We can bring back... let's see here. How do we do this? Sir Conrad is kind of interesting. With the Forever Young later, so we can get a little bit more hits. We can bring back Blood Artist, Chamber Sentry, gain some life. We can't bring back Midnight Reaper. We can do Midnight Reaper Forever Young, though. All right, so let's go. Let's actually play... All right, Forever Young first. We're going to grab Blood Artist and Chamber Sentry and Midnight Reaper. We're going to put Blood Artist on top. Oh, no, I did this wrong. Oh, I did it wrong. Blood Artist on top. I played that wrong. That was my bad. Dang it. Okay. No attacks. Pass the turn. We have to block again now. I was thinking that we could get a card draw with it, but we can't. Block, block. Up to 6. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. All right. Call the Death Dweller. Midnight Reaper. We had the Midnight Reaper coming on the next turn. Could just go Blood Artist. Keep up more life gain. Chamber Sentry X3. Just have a better, bigger blocker. And we can actually kill the Chamber Sentry by pinging something down as well. So let's actually just go 3. Okay, I'm glad that it auto-used the right colors. No attacks, pass the turn. Skeleton. Opponent scoops it up. Oh wow, what? We were actually putting it all together there. Like we could have actually come around and won now. I think, yeah, so I could have gone for more card draw. I did mess up a couple plays there, but at the same time, like just putting the stuff on top, that, like the pieces that we wanted to find was good. And as long as we could keep gaining life, then fine. Like we don't care about what they're doing really at all after that point. So works out. All right, up against Asher Vane and Bastion Midnight Reaper. We have our pieces, we keep it. The only thing that would make this better is being on the play, but we can Chamber Sentry for 2. On 2. Have a blocker at least. All right, colorless ramp again. Let's see if we're fast enough here. I kind of doubt it. Pass the turn. Ooh, Blood Artist. That's a much better turn 2 play. Oh, so much ramp. Yep. Is that Ugin next turn? So let's go ahead and play out... Let's go Bastion of Remembrance. If they play the Ugin on this turn, then we're screwed anyway. We'll send the message. Pass the turn. Ah, it's so fast. Golos. All right, not Ugin. That's at least something. Already had the Cascading Cataracts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have the ability to activate it next turn as well. 1 card left. They could just not hit anything. You know, that's always the thing that could happen. All right, let's get some. If it is an Ugin, it could be nice to like hold on to the combo again in hand, but they can just redo Ugin. Yeah, so start getting some card draw. X0, deal 2. Moldervine Reclamation is nice. Swing in. Down to 17. Pass the turn. All right. Oh, they sacrificed. I think that means they can't use the Cascading Cataracts now. They should not have done that. Yeah, okay. That gives us another turn. This is huge. Draws 2 more cards. 2 lands left. Yeah, so the card draw is nice for them, of course. But this means that we get untap, which is huge. So we can bring back 1 Chamber Sentry. Do we hope for 1 more turn without a Ugin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we can. We have to try to go for it, I think. We can go Cruel Celebrant, call a Death Dweller, gain a little bit more life as we do stuff, or we can go Moldervine Reclamation and have a chance to come back here, or like have more card draw for the next turn. So if we survive 1 more turn, we have a much higher chance of winning. I'd rather go for that, I think. We could see if they were willing to kill this. No attacks. All right, how bad does it get? I mean, if it's not an Ugin or an Ulamog, we have a shot. That's an Ugin. Yeah, okay, we're dead. Right? See if they go X5 with it, because then he might be low enough that he can't kill other stuff. Okay. Everything gets exiled too, so Call of Death Dweller doesn't do much. There could be something cool about bringing back their own Ugin at some point. All right, Cruel Celebrant. Chamber Sentry is something interesting. We can do 3 points of damage just by tapping him. X3. Oh, he just gets ticked up on by Ugin, though. Yeah. Yeah, we're dead. Gosh darn it. All right, so in the wrap-up for this deck, and we kept running into decks that were comboing off faster than we were, and that's part of the biggest issue, is that it's a little bit too slow for, I think, for Historic right now. And then that's just a bummer. A lot of these cards were in Standard for a while, and that was what was really fun, is you could do basically all of this in Standard for a while. I think nowadays the best Aristocrats deck is Yahenni. Is there not actually the normal Yahenni? Okay, so you do have Yahenni. So Yahenni is our easiest immediate sacrifice outlet you can have. And so playing that with Broodmoth and just go with like all the Blood Artists, all the Cruel Celebrants, Bastard Remembrance as a full play set, maybe Midnight Reaper for some stuff as well. But basically that's all you do, is you just play out Yahenni, and then you have immediate sack outlets. And then with Broodmoth, you're able to then kind of have them combo off a number of different times, because there's enough of these pieces now to help you gain life that you should be able to find it. And Yahenni is just a way that we can actually sacrifice now for cheap or for free, and so I think that's probably the deck that I'd like to try out at some point here too. So we'll probably build that another time and try that out. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one, at least trying out the combo to see if we can go off with it. And I feel like we did go off with it a few times, just not enough to get 20 points of damage. And that's just the hard part with it. You have to get so many pieces out to go off with it that I guess we did win some games. But anyway, we'll move on to some other stuff here.